going to start in close on you, Marcia, and then we're going to come back out. And 5, 4.
Welcome back to Your Voice, Your Choice. My name is Marcia, and I am having an excellent conversation with Tania. She's from NACA, and we've been discussing a slew of information that NACA provides in regards to resources for lowering your interest rate and also lower monthly payments. So how is this done? How are they able to do this?
Like what the banks, their approach is, they're looking at maybe forgiving some of the late fees, some of the legal fees, lowering the interest rate. Sometimes they even forgive some of the principal. Whatever they need to do to get to that lower affordable payment, that's the way they go. Different banks have different priorities, so we're not sure, which bank is going to take away the principal, or who's going to forgive the late fees, or just reduce the interest rate. We leave that up to them. We give them a number. This person can afford $500 a month. However you get there, that's what we need, and we need it fixed for the life of the loan.
For the life of the loan, that sounds pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So how did NACA, I guess, come into existence? Was there an outpour of consumers where they saw the need? How did it happen?
Yeah, our CEO, Bruce Marks, started with a purchase program back in 1988, believe it or not. And once the mortgage meltdown started, he didn't see another. It was it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I have to get a home save program, and he started to Save a Dream tour, and he still goes state to state, and he invites anyone that's willing to come for free to meet with their banks. Like I said, he has contracts with the banks, and some banks just show up because it's the right thing to do. We have one going on right now at the Ohio Expo Center. We've invited a little over 20 banks, and we're taking a busload from Cleveland, and they're coming from Cincinnati, Michigan, Pennsylvania, all over to get their mortgages reduced. This has become his passion, where he started with the purchase program, and again, that's still a big part of what we do. This is his baby.
Wow, so there are people traveling to get these benefits. I know it's that dire for a lot of people out there because people are struggling. They're on their last leg.
Right.
So I know that the workers are passionate because the homeowners are passionate. This is their livelihood. So I know that it's very, very important. With the programs that are provided, what is the success rate? Like what is the feedback that you're receiving from the homeowners in regards to what they're receiving and the whole program itself?
Our purchase program has less than a 1% foreclosure rate. So we'll start there, and I think that speaks volumes. Our Home Save program, because we don't control the outcome, we do have some borrowers that get upset if they don't get exactly what they're looking for. But in most cases, if you go onto the website, you see testimony after testimony after testimony, where the reduction in their payments are much more than they expected. So we're there. We're the biggest, largest organization doing what we're doing. We're the first to do exactly what we're doing. There are none other that are doing the 25%.
Wow, that's a hard formula to follow.
It is
I'm
rough.
sure there's a lot of companies out there that's trying to do the modifications, but not like this.
Yeah, we don't use the term modification. We restructure, and I don't know of another organization that's doing the restructures. I mean, there's a lot of programs out there that you can pursue a modification, but the restructure in the way that we put it together, there's no other place.
So let's get into it. You say put it together. You mentioned the Home Safe program. Now, that's one program. How many programs do they offer?
And NACA actually has a home purchase program. We have a Home Save program, and we have a MAP program, which is our member assistance program. And that's for our homeowners that come in through the purchase program. Our purchase program, I'll start there.
Okay.
No credit score requirement, no income requirement, and we take care of your closing costs. There's no down payment requirement. So we have a lot of members that come in to purchase a home that maybe have a 400 credit score. It's my job as a counselor to work your budget and teach you how to budget so that you can afford this home for 30 years.
So are you telling me there's no discrimination?
There's no discrimination at all.
You don't have to worry that your score, like you said, a 400, that's, you know,
You don't have to worry about your credit score.
wow.
Our biggest thing is we want to make sure you understand the importance of making your monthly payments on time. We want to make sure you understand the importance of paying your other creditors on time. And once we get to feel that that's the case, we're a credit-based lending agency, so
It is
if
credit-based, but you're not looking at the credit score.
I'm sorry, character-based.
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 Character, we all got character.
Yeah, right.
We can get that going. So it's not credit-based.
It's not credit-based, it's
It's not
character-based.
credit-based,
Mhm.
it's character-based.
Although I'm going to counsel you on your credit.
Okay,
We're going to look at your credit, we're going to look at what you've been doing,
okay.
and we're going to create new habits.
Okay, so that's why the budget is so important.
Budget is
That's
so
the number
important.
one thing, right?
Most important.
So I'm trying to reach those people out there who, you know, they need this. And she said, your credit score don't matter.
Credit score does not
You
matter.
need to hook up with NACA
Yes.
as soon as you can because, I mean, if you're struggling, you can't make those payments, this is help. This is help for you.
Definitely. If you've been turned down at the bank, NACA's going to bring you in. We're going to find out why. We're going to fix it, and we're going to get you back into a loan.
So is there a typical interest rate or is it based determined on the individual homeowner that's coming in?
Our interest rate is going to be the same across the board, whether you're 800 credit score, 400 credit score, or 300 credit score.
Wow.
You're going to get the same interest rate. Right now, our interest rate at 4.25.
That's
We have
below market.
Yeah, definitely below market, and we have a very aggressive buy down. NACA's going to subsidize a quarter of your buy down, and the bank's going to take care of the other quarter. So you can't find a problem. We can talk all night, and you won't find a problem. It is the best program in America, home purchase program in America.
Well, I hear that. So what about the other two programs? You mentioned the first one, which was the Home Save.
Home Save, that's going to be for our members that are either in an unaffordable mortgage or facing foreclosure.
Because a lot of people just walking away.
A lot of people are walking away from their homes, and they don't have to.
Okay.
If you've lost your job, we're going to ask for a forbearance. We're going to work with you over those few months. You get 3 months in a forbearance to, get you in a position where you can make your payment. Then we're going to go back to the bank and we're going to ask them for a lower payment. If you're in a situation where maybe you went on disability, we're going to ask the bank to consider that and reduce your payment to match what your present income is.
Okay, and your budget.
Right.
And what you can realistically
afford.
handle. I think that's the big thing. Realistic. Because like you said, they didn't take the whole picture into
You
consideration.
definitely want to look at the whole picture. You don't want to exclude the pets. No one's going to stop feeding their dog.
Oh,
You don't want to
yeah.
exclude insurances that you have in place because you're worried. We have a lot of ill people that have disability and they're saying, well, don't pay it. Well, you need that.
You have to do that.
So we take that in consideration. We ask the bank to do the same.
Okay, well, we're going to discuss more with Tania about NACA when we come back after the break.
Clear. All right, that was 8 minutes on the dot.